Bueno,
Hello.
hello, ¿qué onda?
Hey, how are you?
Bien, ¿y tú?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm actually going to be going to Olvera Street, and I'm gonna see if you wanted to kick it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Let me get my stuff together then, and then maybe I'll see you in an hour.
Sale,
Okay.
ya
Nos
estás.
vemos pronto.
¿Mm?
Bye.
Bye.
I wanted to ask you,
A ver.
um, throughout like the political journey that I guess like we both have been going through, and just trying to like really find a voice and find meaning in our art to influence people and make people feel like they're not alone and they don't have to be scared, and we're all here to help, and we're all trying to use our gift, right? Our gift to make our community and the people that are our color and skin just feel like, yo, we're here with you. We don't want you to worry. How do you feel that journey has been for you as like a singer, an artist, and somebody who just really wants, this to stop?
This what, sorry?
This to stop, like, this pain to stop.
Yeah. Pues, if I'm really honest with you, I feel like as a mariachi, we do that all the time in a very personal level because mariachis, we are in the most intimate like parts of people's lives, of strangers' lives. And these strangers become our friends over the years because the same family will hire us for el bautizo, for the wedding, for the quinceañera of the girl that we did the bautizo 10, 15 years ago. And then the next wedding, her wedding, like, and then the funerals, like we're part of people's like most intimate moments. And it's like such a blessing. It's a privilege, really. So in an essence, I feel like we're doing, that's like, I guess, with no service, but like we're providing in an essence this connection or this healing connection to the people at events, porque people will come to us and be like, thank you so much for being here, like thank you so much for providing this music. People will cry in every event, either for joy or for sadness,
Yeah.
So our music, and I feel like we're in the, maybe people won't see it like this, but I see it like this. We're like in the healing business, or we're in the, in the business of connecting very intimately with human beings. So now, like putting that into perspective, and when all this started happening, when I met you, it was just like common sense to me, like music connects, and music brings peace and unites, and it's powerful. So it's just like, let's do, like, no sé, fue como, like, se tiene lo que se tiene que hacer, usa tu arte, el arte es poderosa, like, whatever art it is.
Muy poderosa.
And so, in an essence, I'm very proud and very blessed of all the artists that we've been meeting, because a lot of us no nos conocíamos, and thanks to all this we met,
I think you left a big impression. Like, when I heard you sing, I was documenting, the days there. Many of the peaceful protests that were happening, I was there just documenting, and I heard your voice from not too far, but I was like, oh my God, who is this person?
All exhausted.
All exhausted with a crowd surrounding her, but also singing like songs of unity, and I thought that was super powerful. And that like, drew me to you as wanting to get to know you and be like, hey, like this is a person that deserves, to be seen. And, like we need to really like positively connect people to places where it's like, hey, like you have an impact, you could change lives. How big or how small that is doesn't really matter right now. It matters that we're at least changing lives, and we're at least helping people.
But even if it's one person.
Even if it's one person, I always say that, like if I get like 12 likes, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a lot of likes. And that's like even if I get one person to DM me and be like,
Those
oh,
people,
like that meant something, like I still feel like that's powerful. If it's one person. How has how has the protesting and being very vocal affected your life? Like how has that like?
Honestly, everything was great at first because again we're meeting a lot of people. And that gave me so much joy and so much hope, man, because I was kind of losing hope in it a little bit, even before the protest, because again even before the violating of our constitution, was happening. And because our industry, you know, the music, the arts, the film, it's a tough business. And I came in here thinking that, I don't know, like the world is beautiful. I think that there's more good than bad in the world. I think that love always wins. I think that, you know,
Yeah.
I think that you're my brother, even if I just met you, like that's just me. And then coming into a place where everyone's like, oh no, we're competition here. And it's like, oh, that never even like crossed my mind, you know, come on, like, okay. So I was kind of losing hope, I guess, a little bit in our industry. And then this whole movement, I feel like it united us. I feel like it united people even more, because it made people remember that there's something bigger than us. Like there are more important things, you know, our human rights, people, like health, you know, peace in general. Como que siento que eso ayudó. Pero so at first that was like one of the most beautiful things that happened, just connecting with beautiful people, creating beautiful art with people, etc. Pero la verdad, it did affect me negatively. It did close a lot of doors for me for being vocal about basically human rights. Because it's not even, I don't even feel like this is political. These are human rights.
Yeah.
This is not like, you know. So it is kind of sad that by trying to make the world, I guess, better, make your community better, or for your brother to be respected like you're respected, you know, because just because you don't have paper doesn't mean that you're less than me, you know.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean we're less than we're all human beings. So just the fact that some people will take that as political and not just human rights and dignity, which is really sad. But basically, I got a lot of doors closed because of that.
And I feel like the doors closing, like it's always inevitable, right? Like when you really are on the side of justice, like if it's corporations or if it's companies, if it's just people that have an image to hold, that's like kind of like, oh, we don't have like any political views. Sorry, we're just a company. We're an empty husk. You know, it's like kind of crazy how it's like, yo, in times of like real need, like people need to be vocal. Companies need to be vocal. There's so many holidays that are like about us. Color, straight,
So many
gay,
businesses.
you know, like Latino Heritage Months, like, and they're catering to us. But when it comes to times of politics and times of like human, you know, right issues, they just forget.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. I guess how has your art then grown through this? Like how have you grown as an artist through this? Like your personal growth. Like do you feel like it's been a harder battle, or do you feel like now that because you're showing your true voice and your true feelings about things, you feel more empowered?
Oh, for sure. And in essence, I've always been like that. Like in whatever area I'm at, I will try and do the right thing and be vocal about what I think is right. But always to a certain point, obviously, you know, you can't go in a place and you can't fully change a place. That's what I learned, because that's one of the, I guess, issues that I've had in my life. That you go in a place and then you see all these, let's say, negative things, points of views or ways that things are handled, and you want to try and change them positively for the common good, for the good of either the company, for the good of the group. But people don't. Now I understand that people don't really like change sometimes.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I'm understanding that as a human, like, you gotta let people be. You can only do so much to a certain point, because you can lose your job.
Yeah.
You can, you know, be blackmailed. There's a lot of negative things to it. So it's like, okay, but I'm so sorry. I got lost.
Yeah, well, you can get like, you know, just having political views can affect you.
Yeah. But sorry, I remember. Sorry. So now going back to everything and basically all these doors closing in my life, in my work, and everything, and it's like, you know what? Thank you. This is exactly what I needed in an essence, because I didn't need you in the first place. If you don't want me to be part of your business, your community, simply because I'm fighting for human rights in a peaceful way and in a very, I'd say, like, non-aggressive way, because I don't think I ever oppose, o como se dice, nunca te impongo mis pensamientos forzosamente. I think if you don't want me because of that, then thank you, but I don't need to be here. Like, this is not the place for me. So now I'm free, man. I'm like fully free. I'm like, agárrense, ahora sí estoy me vale. Ahora, si antes me valía, ahorita me vale 3,000 kilos más, you know? So it's like, this is great. It's perfect. It needs stuff that needs to happen sometimes, you know? I feel like the universe or God does these things.
Yeah.
And in the moment you don't see why and you feel like, wow, but there's a bigger purpose. You didn't have to be there.
There is always a bigger purpose.
Yeah.
I think, you know, like the way you sing is the same way that you speak. You have like this kind of like way of talking where I'm like, damn, like I'm listening. I'm like, oh damn, like let's go. You know, I feel like maybe that's like something that's your superpower, right? Like your music is your superpower, but really it's your voice and how you like communicate to people and how you feel. Because it should feel empowering right now that you really like let out how you felt about the situation at hand.
Sí, sí.
And you know, it affects your art and it affects you. Like, you know, spiritually, physically, mentally, like we're always growing, right? And we're always changing. So I do feel like how you feel and what you're doing right now in this political climate for human rights, like you're completely 100 understood, you know? And people respect it. I think it's just a new part of your journey, right? Or if it's always been, you know, who knows?
Exactly.
And now, like, so do you have any goals with your music that you want to do, like by yourself? Are you working with like a banda? Like, what are the efforts right now since you have more clarity?
So, de hecho, another thing que it did affect my art in a positive way, ahorita que dijiste me acordé, era, for example, most of the time, like 99% of the time, pues como artists, maybe even you, I don't know for photography, videography, but like performing wise, musicians are always like trying to be like, you know, try and be perfect as much as we can, or be in tune, you know, or you know, just use your art, darle lo máximo a tu arte, no?
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes it was really interesting because sometimes people can get way too technical and forget about the passion behind it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like someone will like study really hard and will never perform unless it's absolutely perfect in this one performance, let's say. And because if they want for it to musically be perfect. And sometimes again they like forget about the soul behind it. And a very beautiful friend told me, she's a producer, she told me, because I think I was singing around that time, I was singing so much and yelling so much in the street that I started losing my voice. Yeah. So eventually I started singing more out of tune, and it's just not as high quality as I guess it would normally be.
Yeah.
But I didn't care because that's not the point.
Yeah.
And I did try and vocalize that a little bit because a lot of musician friends didn't want to go out and do these things because they didn't like, oh no, I'm sorry, like I really don't want to do this event because my voice is not the best right now, like etc. And I'm like, that's not even the point. Like you showing up, you sing with your soul is what matters, is what we need. Like music, and in essence, I would even argue like the technicality of music is second. Like first is passion, you know.
Yeah.
And
so
music is just the channel for that, ¿verdad? Obviamente, we should try and aim for perfection.
Yeah.
Pero creo que el punto es el alma, ¿no?
Yeah, I think it's a time and place, right? Like, it's like, if we're gonna do a record, perfection comes in, you know? You're gonna produce it, it's gonna come in. But if you're doing it for like just the love of it, pull out a guitar and just sing, even if it's shitty. Like,
yeah,
even
connect
if you're
with your
hurting.
friend, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, like I remember I would like do like just like rapping with my friends, and we were just like, we're not good, but we're having fun, we're connecting.
Yeah, that's what,
you know, or like a campfire like by the beach, like I was in Sonora, and I was like by the beach, and I remember I was with this banda. They're like they're just cowboys from Sonora, Hermosillo, and we were just by the campfire like singing and rapping, and you know, none of us, like, they were good, I wasn't, but I was still in the band for that moment, you know.
Claro.
Yeah.
Pero eso se trata, ¿no? De usar el arte para conectar, ¿no?
Yeah.
To unite, to be that, and then you can perfect it, of course. Pero my producer friend told me, and then she, oh my God, she made me, me inspiró tanto porque me dijo, si no cantas desafinada, no estás cantando con pasión. Basically, because he said, I work with so many badass like singers, and it'll be so perfect that sometimes it's even boring because they're not feeling it. They're so traumatized, or they're so focused on making it perfect that they forget about it. So I'm like, so she was telling me, girl, you freaking sing it, and I don't care because that's what I want. Like sometimes you need that rawness, and that's beautiful. So that brought me into like a newer I guess I already knew this, but now it's like I'm, ¿cómo se dice? I am, I guess enforcing it more in my art.
Yeah.
It for sure changed my art.
Yeah.
I don't care. Like, I care more about the message. I care more about the purpose of it.
Yeah, and
in an essence.
there's beauty in imperfections. You know,
Exactly. Exactly.
Like how I do this documentary series. Like, it's not perfect, but it does work for my ability of like really just showing the message, because the message means more than the beautiful cinematic views and angles and lighting. Like, I'm like, I do that already as a job. Like, let this be kind of like my journal, and I'm journaling with you. You know, we're journaling together now. Like, this is the moment. And I think to be in the moment when you're like, you know, if it's not perfect and you're in the moment, I think that's really beautiful. Because you're like really there, and you're really just expressing how you feel, even if it's not perfect. Like,
It's not scripted. Like,
yeah, it's not scripted. None of this is scripted, you know? It's like, the life we live is never scripted. We're barely managing how life is always changing.
Yeah.
But it seems like we've always been like that, right? Life has always changed rapidly. And like, it's been so harsh recently with like AI and just like companies just trying to come at us for our voice, our image, our artistic abilities. Like, it's unnecessary, but it's also just how, you know, more control is happening. And I guess I want to ask you, like, because you are like a live artist, you know, like, I feel like that's going to be such a novelty to have in the future. I feel like it's going to be so important to have real live art, real people, you know, like with stage presence, or even just with a skill to show other people. It's like, hey, you don't have to use artificial intelligence. You don't have to live life artificially. You could pick up a craft, because I feel like a lot of people are too scared to pick up a craft now because AI is coming in so fast. Yeah, we could just have AI do it. It's like, no, it's like, you should still pick up a craft and like have those beautiful mistakes, because that's where the real genius comes in. When you work with like the silly mistakes or something that just didn't work, or you were too tired and then boom, there was a note that just sit well, you know? You're like, oh, like, this is good.
And it's so good for your brain.
Yeah.
Starting anything new, anything hobby, anything that challenges you, perfecting it, working on it, it's so good for your brain.
Yeah.
So that's something I would advise anyone, like, pick up that hobby that you want. Do it. Like, it doesn't matter if you have zero experience, if you suck at it. It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. What matters is the progress as you as a human. Like, that's the beauty of that.
How does your family feel about like your work and like what you're doing now?
So they were really, I mean, in general, for being an artist, honestly, because probably like all artists, our parents or family members were like, get a real job, please, at least first, you know, become a doctor, become an engineer, become a whatever, and then go do it. And, you know, that's like always been there. But now that I was like, I guess I've been living off the arts for like 4 or 5 years, proudly, and I'm so happy, man. It's been the happiest 4 years of my life, basically.
Yeah.
But now with all this, it kind of, because they're scared. One, obviously, they're scared that I'm very involved in the movement y todo.
Yeah.
And I understand their concern. You know, they're always calling me, checking up on me y todo. But I don't know. I feel like you can't go through life being scared. Like, you have to think that that things are gonna be okay. You have to think that there's more good people than bad people. You have to think that, you know, things will come out okay. But okay, I understand like the reality, obviously. It's like, yeah, be cautious, be careful. I am, you know. Now we have to carry our passport. I'll carry my passport if I have to, you know. Carry a pepper spray just in case. But I'm not thinking that I'm gonna need it, you know. So I guess I think that's.
I think, yeah, you know, like, being brown in America is crazy. It's like, I would have never expected this. Like, to have to call my parents every day. I'm like, hey,
I'm okay. Like,
are you guys okay? Like, you know? Yeah, and like, I even like have that in my head, like, are you okay? Like, because I'm like, oh, like, wait, because like, I know people that are Latino, but they're not, like, they're more white passing, and they're like Italian, half Italian or whatnot, and like, I'm like, oh, I'm asking if you're okay because you're Latino, but you're white passing, so you're not gonna get like stops, or you're not gonna get, you know, punished for no reason. And I forget, I'm like, oh damn, I'm like I'm saying it all wrong. I shouldn't say, are you okay? I should be like, hey, how are you? You know? Like what you up to or something, you know? growing up, did you always believe that you were going to be a singer? Like, were you in mariachi growing up, or
Yeah, I think so.
what did you do growing up? I never really asked you this.
My mom is a folklorico dance teacher.
Oh wow.
Since I was 4, I've been dancing.
Okay.
Not like professional or anything, but
Yeah.
just dancing and for fun and joy. So through that, all my childhood, I've been in every single parade, every single protest. We would protest since I was a kid as well. I don't know, any performance you could think of in my small town, like we were there, you know, as kids performing. And then eventually there was a little mariachi program in my elementary school, so I did that as well. And then my mom ran the escolta for like the city.
Mm-hmm.
So I would do the Mexican escolta as well when I was a kid. So that was basically how I grew up. But since even since before that, I guess you're kind of born with it sometimes, with that desire or that passion.
Yeah.
And I really like singing, and I had my little door where I would go sing when I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know, pre-4 years old or something.
Oh wow.
And yeah, so that's basically how I always kind of knew. And then, but as you're growing up, that what I'm telling you, like, obviously the arts are they're not known to be a very stable job.
Yeah.
So people will try and guide you and persuade you to not do it. And where I was, I guess I feel like there weren't enough opportunities for that, which is something that I want to bring back now. In a couple of years, when I'm more established, I want to bring those opportunities to people, to my hometown, or for areas where we're not in LA, example. Like, I want to bring castings to my hometowns. Any kids that want to be actors, adults that want to be actors, you know,
Yeah.
acting classes, music classes, dance classes, like, because I feel like there's a need. There's a lot of artists, or a lot of frustrated artists in the world that never got the chance to, you know, express their true passion.
Yeah.
Is it a bee or a fly?
I don't even know. It's big as fuck though. Yeah, I think like the connecting aspect, right? Like, you were given that opportunity so young to be able to like follow the arts and now make a living off it. And now you're like, hey, this is possible. Like, if you believe in it, you can do it too.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think you're like really like about like, hey, I want to get any age person that feels like they can learn something new.
Yeah.
You want to be a mariachi? Do you want to
Do it,
do
man.
folklorico? You want to learn a new language? You can do it at any age. Never feel intimidated. Like, even in college, like, I remember just going to like community college and just being like seeing people that were like 70 years old, like in the same class I was when I was like 17, 18. And I was just like, oh man, like, you're like out here learning,
Yeah.
you know? And then you see the stories of like the older man or the older woman who like finally got there.
Graduated.
Yeah, finally graduated.
Yeah, I love those stories, man. I
Yeah.
love them. It's
I
like,
know.
yes.
They are so good. They're so good. Is there something new that you want to pick up that you're trying to learn? Like, or like where's your head at like right now?
My head right now is creatively. I mean, I guess like everything, just as a musician, just picking up more instruments. I'm a melodic instrument. I played violin and a bit of trumpet. So now I'm trying to be better at armonia, harmony.
Yeah.
So I mean, but that's just like basic. But in terms of art, honestly, man, I'm just very blessed, very grateful that I have the freedom to do it. And like, even though our country is a little questionable at the moment, I'm still blessed to be a woman in this country, because there's other countries where you can't even, you know, as a woman you can't really do things, or as a Latino, or there's struggles, obviously a lot of struggles for being a minority. But at least I feel like there's hope. You can actually, you know, con putazos, así, ¿no? Pero se puede, sí se puede. I don't know, creatively, I'm just like, honestly, I'm actually gonna branch out a little bit out of mariachi right now. Because I love mariachi. I've been trying to put out an album for like the last 2-3 years, and life in the industry, the doors closing, etc., has not made it possible. But it's okay. It's okay. It will be coming out. But now, thanks to it's crazy. It's beautiful. When closed doors, a window opens. You know. So when this started happening, that like these like ¿cómo se dice? Como topes, backers that didn't let me put out this mariachi album, it just made me brainstorm more, like, okay, how am I gonna get out my music? How am I gonna get my music? And I just started kind of experimenting with other genres. So the music I'm working on right now, which is new, something I'm learning, is like making music in other genres, como tipo grupero mariachi, cumbia reggaeton mariachi, even honestly, like música electrónica, K-pop. Estoy haciendo un desmadre. So I'm like excited. I'm fascinated by what can come out of that.
Yeah.
Y con la moda, ¿qué voy a hacer con eso? Porque I love fashion and I'm working on like making mariachi style, folklorico style fashion in a more modern way. Like that's what's in my head right now, and I'm working on it, and I'm already like putting out like stuff regarding that.
Wow.
So estoy emocionada. Es lo bonito, es like se cierra algo y se abre otro. So
Yeah,
great.
and you're not willing to let a closed door affect you so much where you just feel like it's impossible, right?
Sí, claro, no.
'Cause it's not. I think there's always ways to pivot, always ways to move forward, even if it's not the same road that it used to
Sí,
be.
claro.
You know, like sometimes the road's a highway, other times it's just cobblestone.
Yeah.
And you're feeling every bump.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Or you have to take steps back.
Yeah.
Like really, like taking, a veces tienes que agarrar un trabajo, a veces tienes que volver a tu casa de tus papás,
Yeah.
whatever it is. Like,
Yeah.
but it's not really taking a step back. Es lo bonito. Vuelves con más, you know?
Yeah.
So en eso estamos ahorita. Gracias a Dios, trabajando. I'm very excited and blessed for the people that's in my life. Porque de verdad, I've been asking God, the universe, for good people, for people that inspire me, for people that want what's best for me, people that are healed. Porque eso también, a veces people are not really bad. They're just people that are hurt and going through a lot of stuff, and they hurt other people. Sometimes unconsciously, sometimes consciously, but it's because of that. And siempre, todos los días, I pray for people que sanen, que toda la gente que está a mi alrededor que sane, porque eso te afecta a ti también, afecta a tu familia, a tu entorno.
Yeah.
So, and Dios me lo ha dado, el universo me lo ha dado, and I'm very blessed with everybody around and the people I'm working with right now. And so I'm very excited. It's what needed to happen.
Yeah. And I guess like what is like the advice you would give somebody who looks like you and who is, you know, trying to step into music, step into like their roots and just like really feel it out and, you know, make that movement to arts? Like what would you tell them?
First of all, que te valga madres, que te valga lo que te digan los vecinos porque everybody's gonna criticize you. People, especially if you're starting out, they're gonna criticize you. Oh, this person doesn't even know how to sing, doesn't even know how to play, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, it's your journey. That's one thing, you do it, y que te valga. Because if you have that desire in your heart, it's for a reason. So polish it, keep going, learn, understand how your body and mind works, and learn with that so that you can grow. Eso. ¿Qué otra cosa? I would say, no sé, I would really recommend people to try and be as healthy as possible, take care of your body, take care of yourself, because that affects you a lot as well. I think that's one of the reasons why people, because it's hard, right? Like this journey, este camino artístico is hard. So the best thing you can do is try and optimize yourself, your body, your mind. Sleep, take your vitamins, try to eat healthy, go to the gym or go run, go find an exercise that you love, because that one helps your health in general, and your health helps your mind, and that helps you to be more clear, more open-minded, and it helps you stay on track, I feel, porque you'll have days que you're gonna be disappointed, or you're gonna feel like se te cerró todo el mundo, or whatever, or all these people are against, whatever it is. And if you don't have like that mental, I guess, strength, you will probably fall off your dream. So I would recommend that a lot. I think it'll help a lot. And if you ever have all these doors closed, trust me, it's not the end. It's because if all these doors are closing and there's just this huge storm in your life, whether it's spiritual, physical, whatever it is, trust me, like it's going to pass. And it's going to pass because however big the storm, double the blessing you're gonna get or whatever it is you're going through. That's what I think.
Damn, that's pretty epic.
I think so, man.
Yeah, hopefully a big door closes so a bigger door opens for me.
Vas a ver que sí, ya te salió una a ti también.
I know, yeah, that's true.
So,
That is true.
ánimo, si se puede, and just keep sharing love. El amor siempre gana.
El amor siempre gana.